Hello everyone, I am Himanshu. I recently got selected in TCS for Prime role through TCS NQT 2026 off campus. Today I am going to share my journey from the day one from applying to giving the NQT exam to the interview process so that for the upcoming batches for the students or to my juniors they can also crack TCS Prime. This is my whole journey. This is my timeline. What happened with me? One important thing for my juniors: while filling the TCS application form, you have to keep the same name as it is there in Aadhaar card. In my case, I don't write surname. In my Aadhaar card, there is no surname, but in the TCS application form, I have written the surname. At that time, when I have gone on 4th May, when I have gone to the TCS office for the interview, they have deleted my ID and they have recreated. That's why you are seeing the 4 May as a registration date, application batch, all same dates. Uh, the application form started in Feb 2026. I think from 18th Feb, no, started to 18 March. I have applied in March for the TCS NQT 2026. Then, then after that, on 11 April, I received the admit card for the TCS NQT. My exam was scheduled on 14 April 2026. After when on 14 April 2026, my exam, I have given my exam. After giving the exam, in exam, now I am going to share the experience. On 14th Feb the exam, this is a test pattern of TCS NQT. Firstly, there are three sections: verbal ability, reasoning ability, numerical or quantitative ability, then advanced reasoning or quantitative ability, and advanced coding. When I have opened the test, the first thing for all section, the timing is same, but you can't change the section at the time of exam. First, if the verbal ability section is opened first, then 25 minutes you have to give to the verbal ability section only. After that, 25 minutes get over, then it automatically get to the reasoning ability. Then after 25 minutes, then numerical. The individual section has been allotted time. You can't jump to allocate or you can't get time more than 25 minutes. And then on 14th April, on verbal ability, there are 25 minutes for 25 questions. In verbal ability, the questions were easy. In this, there's a passage, grammar type question, some synonym antonyms are there. It is easy. If you want to crack the prime, then you have to attempt all the 25 questions with the accuracy of 95%. In my case, I have attempted all the 25 questions with 95% accuracy in given time. I think I was sitting 2 to 3 minutes before I have completed this section verbal ability. Before time I have completed this section. After that, by 25 minutes get over, then comes the reasoning ability. In reasoning ability, there is one advantage at 20 question is 25 minutes. In reasoning ability, I have attempted all the 20 question. One thing that you can keep in mind, there is no negative marking. When in starting, what you have to do, the question that you are able to do able in the first attempt by seeing, don't attempt any question that you feel doubt. You are not able to take out the answer. Attempt only question that take minimum time and you can confidently calculate the answer. That's the strategy that I have adopted. In reasoning ability, they were easy question. Mirror questions were there. Cube question, easy one. I can say that if you practice it, blood relation is also there. If you practice, this is easy part. You can do it. Do it easily. Your main target is to attempt all the question with 95% accuracy. You can also practice mock tests for that. This comes the numerical and quantitative part. In this also, 25 minutes were given, but 20 question. The level of question you can say it's were medium. The questions were doable, but it's a time consuming factor. It's very time consuming. You can't do 20 questions in 25 minutes because it's time consuming. First, from 20 questions, you have to pick those questions you can attempt in first go and can get the answer. Just a strategy I have attempted. First, I have picked questions. In this, I have attempted 10 to 11 questions. I think all questions of my were correct. Out of 20, I think my score is 10 or 11 questions. In this, I have attempted 4 questions. In this, 10 or 11 questions. After this timer get over, then comes the advanced and quantitative reasoning part. In this, 15 questions are there in 25 minutes. In this, you can say timing is long. These questions are very much doable. I can remember on 14 there were one five question in which percentage population is given in percentage. In percentage, it's sometimes some time consuming, but these questions are doable. If you adopt the speed, you can easily do because this section advance will play a very much vital role to determine if you are selected for prime or digital role. If you do very much good in advanced section, because this section if you do, you will definitely now at that time my ninja role is not there. That I am targeting only for digital and prime only. That's why I have to attempt all the question. Then in advanced section, I have attempted I have attempted 12 to 13 questions. Only 1 to 2 question left. At that time I am able to attempt. I have uh, the two question I'm not able to do. I have guessed mark that questions. You can say that I have attempted all the 15 questions. Out of 15, they will 12 to 13 questions will be my correct. Then comes the coding part. On 14th April, before 14th April, the questions were coming easy. One important point that I want to share that don't be in a myth that in one shift the first question is coming like you can do by if else or like any small logic. But that the myth that has been changed in all the people are assuming that the first question will be easy. The first question will be easy. It will be done by if and else because all the shifts that we have seen, the question is easy and they are able to deal with if and else. But things got changed in my shift. The first question people are not able to do. It's not an if else question. The question was, you can say that we have given an array. We have given an array. You can say that there are multiple entries. Two comes three times, three comes four times, and five comes six times, and six. And you have to find out the minimum number that comes in minimum number of times. At the one main problem that the candidate was, the question is easy. You can say that you can easily do from multiple methods. But the main thing is that the student are not able to handle the input. It's not same as you do as on lead code. You have to write all the code from scratch. The people are getting the error, they are not able to take the input. Sometimes the input is people are assuming input as a integer, but input is given sometime in string. You have to convert string into integer. Sometimes that's why the input is not coming there. When here people are able to apply the logic, but the code is not running because the input, they are not able to handle the input. They have not practiced how to take the input in TCS compiler. The first thing that I advise all of you is that watch videos how to take input on in TCS compiler. It is very important. You will face definitely problem while running your code. If you know, if you are very much good coder, you can apply the logic. But you will not able to run a simple question on TCS compiler if you don't practice the input handling, how to take input in TCS compiler. That much is very much important. Second question, what I have done in first question, I have fully solved. There are 14 test cases. You can see that there are 14 test cases all over. Out of 14 test cases, two test cases are public. First question two cases, then second question also two test cases are public, and total you can say that four public test cases are there. These test cases are only to check you that your code is running. You can see the output of these test cases, but these test cases are not counted. I repeat, these test cases are not counted for your evolution part. There's a hidden test case. There are 10 hidden test cases that you are not able to see. Out of these 10 hidden cases, you have to pass these test cases. Then only you will be evaluated. This is what students do. They pass by saying that they pass the public test cases. And assume that they have passed two, five, six test cases and they will get an interview. But this is not the truth. They will not get the interview. They have passed the public test cases. That means they are awarded only 0 marks for that. They will be awarded 0 marks. You have to pass it from the private test cases. That will be counted. You can say now there are five test cases. What I have done in first question, I have passed all the five test cases. You can say that in private test cases. Then in second also, in second I have passed four test cases. I think one test case I don't know what is happening. I am not. It is not passing. I have out of 10. You can say that out of 10 private test cases, I have passed 9 test cases. This is very much important. Don't count these two out of 14 public test cases. Some I have seen comments on YouTube channel that they have passed 4 5, but they have passed the public test cases. The students are not aware that these test cases will not be counted. Only the hidden test cases, the private test cases will be counted. After this exam, my exam went well. Well, you can say that I have at that time only from my inner feeling that I will clear this exam. But meaning, I was expecting also because of the numerical ability section that I have attempted only around 10 to 11 questions. I am expecting if minimum, if not, I can get only digital board. But I am expecting at that time also I am expecting the pen board. I will be got shortlisted. Then 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 on 11 April I was sitting in my room. I was sitting in my room. There is one student came in my room. It's for mechanical engineering that his roommate got an email that he has cleared digital for he has been selected for the digital role cleared. But at that time I have not got the email. After 2 to 5 minutes, I have got on 11 to 16 p.m. I have got a mail. Then, then on 23 April, I have got a mail. That was the admit card mail. Then on 23 April, I got a result mail at 12:22. I was sitting in a room there hoping that I have not got the mail that student for digital profile has been shortlisted through NQT. That after a few minutes, I have got on 12:22. I have got this mail greeting from talent education basis on the performance that I have to fill this form by 1 p.m. But in that form, the profile is not mentioned that I have been shortlisted for digital, digital or prime. In this profile is not mentioned at that time. But I am at that time I am assuming that I got been shortlisted for minimum the digital profile because in this the profile is not mentioned. But for that student the profile is mentioned because my HR different, their students HR different. That's why my HR have not mentioned the profile. Then after some time, then on 30 April when I was in the market in Manpuri, when I had got there, then on 30 April I got a mail. The dear Himanshu greeting from TCS NQT. Then then I was been selected for the prime interview. At that time I was shocked that I have been selected for the prime. I'm hoping for digital, but because I am hoping also for Prime, but at that time I have shocked that I have been selected. From my college, I am only the one student who got this mail who has been shortlisted for Prime interview. I think from two students in my college, two students got selected for digital interview, but for no Prime, no one is selected. I'm the first one who got selected. Then on 4th May, my interview is scheduled at TCS Yamuna office. You can see. After that, on 4th May, I went to TCS Yamuna office for the interview. Now I'm going to share my interview experience. What happened with me is that because of my name problem, my surname problem, my whole ID got deleted. They have created my new ID. So my all the rounds happened in the evening time around 5:30 p.m. First thing that happened with me, you can say that I am the last candidate. At that time, I'm the last candidate that has left in that office. At that time, there were three rounds that will be happening. One is managerial, technical, and HR. In my case, for other candidates, what is happening? Technical round is happening first. But in my case, this ma'am, they have picked my resume. That's the manager, you can say that, senior manager. They have picked and seen my resume. The first question they have asked me, how will you rate you among out of 10 in AI? So I have answered them 7 and 8. Then the man said, no, it's not 7 and 8. You have to pick one, 7 and 8. Then I picked 8. Okay. Then the one thing that then the manager has asked me, why you have not written the CGPA in the resume, BTech CGPA. I have written the 10th and 12th CGPA, but not the BTech CGPA. Then I have given the answer that because my semester is not completed, that's why I have not written the CGPA. Then she asked me what is the CGPA. Then I have told the CGPA. Then ma'am said that's why you have not written because the CGPA is low. My CGPA is not low, it's above 7. That's why I have not written it. That's why ma'am has understood that. That's why I have not written. It's low, ma'am. Ma'am also laughed. I have also laughed at that time. Then ma'am have asked me about my education background, from where all the part from where I have completed my all the education part, what I'm doing in the present time. I have given all the answer very confidently. Then they have asked me and told me, how will you handle if you were, imagine you have been given a leadership position, your employees are not listening, how will you handle them? These type of question ma'am has asked me. Then after that, ma'am directly jumped to, if we assign you TCS Chennai location, will you join TCS? Because at that the in TCS Chennai, the condition, weather condition is different from the north, because you have completed your schooling in north side. If you were given the chance to relocate or join at south, will you join? Then I have answered this question like that, because I have lived in all over the India, because my father is in army. I have traveled whole India. I have lived in Maharashtra, Nagpur, then Meghalaya, Shillong, Guwahati. That's why I said I will be very much comfortable in relocating. It's not the part that I have only lived in North India. I have answered all the question very confidently. Then man got satisfied. These type of question ma'am asked me about these easy type. If you practice like some more questions, you can definitely. It's personal questions only. You can answer it easily. Then after that, then once sir taken my resume from ma'am. Also in their laptop, they have also opened my resume. My whole resume is of AI. You can see that it's all work related to AI, because I have doing machine learning, AI, deep learning, and Gen AI, latest agentic AI have come from my second year only. The sir, I think, when the sir has seen my resume, they have started asking me all the AI related questions. They have gone from machine learning to deep learning to latest technology, Gen AI. Then they have asked me the RAG, then what the concept behind ChatGPT, Claude. They are all goes on in deep discussion, because it's my interest field. I'm very much, I was answering very confidently, because the AI part I'm very much interested. That's why I'm doing for my second year. I have good knowledge of AI. Also have done research work in AI. Various AI models I have trained, various deep learning. I have done various government projects also through deep learning trained model. This was very much fruitful discussion, because the sir is very much satisfied with my whole answer, because of all the clarity he can see in my answer. Because if sir answer like some basic question, I go very much deep through equation, example, I explain everything to them. Something it says the knowledge, sir got satisfied. After that, sir given me DSA questions. Two DSA questions sir has given me. One is about cadence algorithm. Another one is for sliding window. On sir given me the white paper and told me to write the code from scratch. Then when I have written the code, I have written in first code I have written in around 4 to 5 minutes, 3 to 4 5 minutes. Then he told me to try run the code at a time. Then again he given me the second question of coding. Then also second question also had sliding window. Then sir told me to optimize the query, optimize the code. After that, because he is raising my bar, I have at that time have understood that they are sir is raising my bar, because he want to take me to the level of prime, so he can give me the good marks. At that time, I have understood. At that time, I have given various type of approaches to sir got satisfied. When I was writing the code, sir told, don't write optimized code. I have understood, you know. you know very well. After that, sir told me. After that, he given me queries, SQL queries also to check my knowledge if I have SQL query knowledge or not. When I have sir given me when I was solving SQL query, he also asked what is normalizations type 1NF, BNF, 2NF, 3NF, BNF. I have all like explained explained him with example while I was writing the query. I have written they were simple queries. You can write very much easily. Find the maximum which we could join these simple queries are they're checking only the basics part. You can say that because they have already because they know we have cleared the NQT exam for Prime. That's why we have come here. Also, sir, because I am given all answer. Then sir told it's more time. It's around you can say that my from all candidates I was last candidate. That's why my interview got around 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. I can say that around my interview I got to 6:30 of 5:30. They have left me around 6:20 or 6:10. I have come out of the interview room. It's been very much late. At that time, I realized how the time flies in the in the interview. After that, the TR told uh, um, go to HR round because they are sending candidate HR round to only those who have cleared. At that time, I got a hint that I am selected. That he told me to go to the HR because they are putting extra efforts in me. At that time, I realized that I will be getting a positive result. I'm not able to identify where I have to go. Then I have told one HR outside that sir told me to take to the senior HR for the HR round. Then that HR taken me to the senior HR for the HR round. Then then I entered the room. Then I sat down. Then how? Then then the HR asked my name, where I'm from. Then she directly told me, "Will you be able to relocate to Mumbai, Chennai, any other location, Bangalore? Are you comfortable in night shift?" She directly asked these type of questions. Are you comfort? If you were given a digital role or ninja role, will you join? She directly asks these type of questions. If you were not given the prime role, if we have degraded you, if you were given Chennai location, will you join? These type of questions she asks. I think in 2 to 3 minutes my interview get over of its around. It's very much simple. They directly ask question relocation type, will you no nothing there. Then HR told me to go. At that time, I realized that I will get a positive result because my interview went well. Also, MR, TR also because at that time, because after the 6 p.m. they are putting me efforts in me because their time has or get over to go to their home, but they are putting efforts in my interview. At that time, I realized that I will get. Then on 15th, then on 15th, when I was sitting in a lab and some when I was sitting in my college lab and we have to submit the project files to the department. Then at that time I have got this mail. Congratulations, you have been shortlisted for primary. We are pleased to move forward at the 4:40 p.m. on 15th May to submit this document. At that time, my eyes got, my mind got blank. What has happened? I got selected. This is my first job that I got selected for the prime role. I have dreamed of for getting this selected. I'm getting the result. Then till I have to submit the document till 7 p.m. Then I immediately got a rush to my hostel to take the laptop. Then I have sent all these documents before 7 p.m. Then on finally 18 May 6:16 p.m. I received a congressional we are delayed to inform offer letter. Then first thing what I have done. First thing I would on 15th May. First thing I have done. First I have called my mom and told that I have got selected. Then I have taken my father on conference and then told my father that I was like my whole family were happy, and they have also put my status on WhatsApp. That's my journey. You will also crack thesis prime. Be patient. Patient. You have to keep the patient. Something better is coming. Don't lose hope. If one thing doesn't work, God has planned better for you. Thank you. You can comment down if you have any doubt or if you want any guidance, or you can comment down. I can reply to your comment. Thank you.